we're going over our checklist to go from the white belt class to the intermediate class. We're going to split it up into 3 groups. We're going to do all our kickboxing and all our karate in the first video. And that's what we're going to talk about right now. So the first thing I want to talk about is my kickboxing stance. I want a walking step forward. My weight's 50-50. I'm bouncing around. My head is moving. My hands are up. My elbows are down. It's real easy for me to shift forward and backwards. It's real easy for me to shift side to side. Don't want to be like a tank. Tanks get punched in the face. I want to be fluid. From my kickboxing stance, the next stance we learn is our karate stance. I really like this stance because it gets my head out of harm's way. All my weight's on my back foot, which makes it real easy for me to lean. It also makes it real easy for me to throw front leg kicks to keep the guy away. So we're going to learn these 2 stances in our white belt class. The karate stance, and then the one we use the most, our kickboxing stance. Our first punches we're going to talk about come from boxing. We're going to work our jab, our cross, our hook, and our uppercut. So let's go to our kickboxing stance. I'm right here. My jab is my fast hand. It's nice and close. I go from my face, straight to his face, straight back. Jab, jab. Cross is our first knockout punch. Power starts on my back foot. It usually comes after a jab. I'm going to twist my foot into the ground, twist my knee, twist my hip, put my back shoulder in the lead position, hit with my fist. Jab cross. As soon as I punch, I pull it right back. One of my favorite punches, one of the sneakier ones, the hook. Instead of coming down the middle, the hook comes around. So even if their hands are up, there's a good chance your hook can score. The hook's power starts on the front foot. I'm going to pivot my front foot. My coach used to say, pretend you're pushing a car that way. I'm going to change my level, line both my knees up to the side. So when I throw my hook, all 10 toes are going to face that direction. I can throw it to the body. I can throw it to the face. Twist your body. The uppercut from here. I like to throw the uppercut usually after a hook. Slight level change. Once again, the power comes from my feet. I dig my right toes into the mat, and I turn all 10 toes towards my opponent. So on the uppercut, level change, boom, jab cross hook, uppercut. We've also put our punches into different combos. So we're going to go over combos 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Combo 1 is the jab. Combo 2, jab, cross. Combo 3, jab, cross, hook. Combo 4, jab, cross, hook, cross. Combo 5 is just like 4, but switch to an uppercut. Jab, cross, hook, uppercut. So now my coach right here, Miss Jessica, one of my first black belts, she's going to hold the mitts for me. She's going to call for the combos in order, and this is a great way for me to learn how to do combo sparring as well.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One of the things I like about mitt work or mitt sparring, it's a real good chance for her to fix my technique. Let's say I threw combo 1 like this, she's going to whack me in the head. It's much better to get whacked like that than in sparring. So making sure my face or her face, no other place. Boom. If my hands are down, it's real easy for her to fix the technique. Next thing we're going to talk about are our kicks. We'll start off in our kickboxing stance, then we'll switch to our karate stance. First kick most martial artists learn is the front kick. I'm going to be in my karate stance, my kickboxing stance, weight 50-50, hands up, elbows down. Lift the knee, I'm going to thrust the ball of the foot. Cool thing about the front kick, either leg. I can kick him in the groin, you can kick him in the body. If you have the flexibility, you could even hit the face. 9 times out of 10, I throw the front kick to the body. Next kick we're going to talk about is one of the most common kicks from most martial arts, is the round kick and the roundhouse. At our school, we distinguish round kick simply means the front leg. Round kick. Roundhouse is the back leg. The back leg is much stronger, but it's also slower. I like to throw the round kick when I'm in karate stance. I get my front foot nice and close to you, all my weight's on my back foot. I hold my leg almost flat as a table. I extend my shin at the target, whether it's your leg, your belly, or your face. So if I'm in my karate stance, I like to throw that round kick. I'm inching my way in, I'm keeping my head away from you in my sideways karate stance, and I throw the round kick. If I want the full power kick, I like to be more in my kickboxing stance. This back leg roundhouse is slow, so I like to set it up usually with a punch or another kick. All the power comes from the pivot. The most important detail on a roundhouse kick is that you pivot your support leg. Meaning, I want my left heel to face my target as I kick. Next most important feature on the roundhouse kick, hit with your shin bone. I was at the Karate World Championships in 2001. I landed the most beautiful roundhouse kick on a guy's face and broke my toes. You don't want to kick with your toes. You want to kick with your shin bone. Much stronger. Hitting with your shin. Final detail on roundhouse kick, you want to go side to side. Don't kick up with it. Your roundhouse kick should swing like a baseball bat. That brings us to my favorite kick, the side kick. My coach used to say there's so many problems in life that can be fixed with a side kick. I'm here, I'm in my side stance. Once again, my karate stance, weights on my back foot. Anytime the guy attacks me, I chamber. So I'm sideways, I chamber. I'm gonna thrust my heel straight at the target. I want my heel slightly higher than my toe. I re-chamber, and I put my foot down. Depending on how far away he is, I might step across, I might lunge, or I might even slide back. But the side kick is a great shield. Anytime the guy comes near me, boom, I blast him with my side kick. Once he's afraid of my side kick, I'll fake the side kick. I throw the round kick instead. The side kick's one of our most important tools to keep our enemy away. And that brings us to some of our defenses. We're going to talk about parrying punches. So if Miss Vertife throws a jab at me, one option, I use my hand like a windshield wiper to simply redirect her jab. If she throws her cross, I use my other hand. What you want to think of doing is not blocking the punch, but moving the punch. This is called the parry. Another option is slipping. This one's my favorite. If she tries to punch you in the nose, you just move your nose. There's two ways to slip that we're going to learn in the white belt class. One is with head movement, one is with footwork. If she throws the jab, I get my head out of that area. If I stand still, I'm going to have to block or do something. But my favorite is to make her miss. By making her miss, I take 0 damage. It also sets me up for counters. So slipping with head movement, slipping with footwork. Both are great ways to defend. Notice I always go to the elbow side. If she throws that same jab, if I slip this way, I got away from this punch, but now she's going to hit me with the right. So she throws her jab, I always go to the elbow side. Our other option is blocking. This is where you just hide behind your gloves. I'm not going to reach for these big, giant blocks. If I block really high, she's going to hit me low with the next shot. So when I block, I pretty much make my arm a 90-degree. It's like Captain America's shield, and I'm just going to hide behind it. So if she's throwing big punches at me, I'm just hiding behind my arms. The good thing about blocking, it's pretty easy. The bad thing about blocking, I'm still absorbing all the damage. Instead of absorbing it in the face, I'm taking it in the arm. So blocking simply means put your knuckles right around your eyebrows, flex your arms, tuck your chin, hopefully you don't have two, and take the shot in a more padded part of your body. Final thing we're going to talk about, shadow boxing. This is one of my favorite exercises you can do at home. It's a great way to work out, to work on your slipping, your head movement, your stances, your footwork, your punches, and your kicks. You don't need any equipment. Start really easy, maybe 30 seconds, and then see if you can get up to 2 minutes, 3 minutes. But I'm here, when I shadow box, it should look like I'm fighting someone who just doesn't happen to be there. Great way to practice at home without special equipment. Hope to see you guys on the class. We'll do video too soon.